Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, May 5th. Quite a nice morning here in the Mid-Atlantic region, mostly clear skies. However, there will be a weak disturbance that will drop to the south and east across the Great Lakes region, right into the Mid-Atlantic region later on today and tonight. It looks like the clouds will increase around the D.C. metro region later on today, and there can be a few showers by tonight, especially south of the Mason-Dixon line. It looks like the best chance for showers will be in the D.C. metro region from this weak disturbance overnight tonight into the early part of tomorrow. Philadelphia will probably stay in the clear in terms of the light rainfall associated with that weak disturbance, and New York City should definitely be on the north side of any rainfall from that disturbance overnight tonight. And then we'll have to watch for a warm air mass that will be trying to push north and east into the northeastern part of the country later this week. The potential is there for the 80s to reach the Washington, D.C. region by Thursday, perhaps even 80 degrees in Philadelphia by Friday, and then could warm up into the 70s into New York City by about Saturday. That push of warm air will have more and more trouble as it pushes farther and farther to the north and east into the northeastern part of the country. Very likely to arrive in D.C., less likely to arrive in New York City, but we'll see as the week progresses. Here's the surface map right now, and here's that frontal system that kind of dropped through the Mid-Atlantic I-95 corridor region over the weekend as a cold front. It is stalling out now to our south, and it'll turn around as a warm front over the next couple of days and start to head to the north and east. When that warm front moves into the region during the second half of the week, it can spawn a few showers and thunderstorms Wednesday night, Thursday time frame. And again, it looks like it'll pass through the D.C. metro region by Thursday, so they very well could jump into the 80s on Thursday, probably passing through the Philly metro region by Friday, so they very well could flirt with the 80-degree mark by Friday afternoon in the Philly metro region, and then into New York City or just to the north of New York City by the weekend. 70s possible in New York City on Saturday. Well, here's the latest infrared satellite imagery loop from the SSEC Wisconsin website. First of all, lots of clear skies right now up and down the I-95 corridor. However, over the Ohio Valley and over the Great Lakes region, lots of high clouds and lower clouds can be seen here with some showers and even an embedded thunderstorm or two. All of this looks like it's headed towards the Washington, D.C. metro region, mostly south of the Mason-Dixon line in terms of precipitation. It'll turn cloudy here in the Philly metro region overnight tonight, but it looks like the rainfall will head more towards D.C. rather than Philly, and certainly not New York City overnight tonight. I cannot completely rule out a shower, especially in the southern sections of the Philly metro region. Few showers likely overnight tonight in D.C. and early on Tuesday before that moves out of the way and we get some sunshine by Tuesday afternoon. Here's a current look at the nationwide radar. Not a major rain event by any means, but this is dropping to the south and east, and again headed more towards the D.C. metro region than areas to the north and east. It's cold enough for some snow to be mixed in right now way up in northern Wisconsin. Still quite a chilly pattern for the Great Lakes region. This week disturbance, head south and east, throw some clouds in the Mid-Atlantic region overnight tonight, and the threat for showers, especially in D.C. overnight tonight into the early part of Tuesday. Then that moves off the East Coast, and we get into some drier conditions by tomorrow afternoon, and that'll continue into Wednesday. Then we'll watch the warm front advancing to the north and east from the southeastern part of the country. Well, let's take a look at some computer forecast maps. This is from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run for this evening. We'll look at 24-hour increments from this evening, Monday evening, all the way through Friday evening to follow the progression of that very warm air mass. That really is the biggest story of the week in terms of weather, at least for the eastern half of the nation. Some record heat possible in the southern plains over the next day or two. Here's the line of interest to watch. This is the 850 millibar temperature isotherm of 10 degrees Celsius, or about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, at about 5,000 feet up in the atmosphere, the lower part of the atmosphere. Watch as this advances to the north and east over the next several days. This is really telling us where the warm front is. This shower activity is associated with that weak disturbance that, again, looks like it'll produce some showers in the D.C. metro region, maybe an isolated shower as far north as the Philly southern suburbs overnight tonight. That pulls off to the east by later on tomorrow morning, and we'll have more sunshine tomorrow afternoon up and down the I-95 corridor. Let's now jump ahead 24 hours to the Tuesday evening forecast map. Well, that weak disturbance is gone. Here is that 50 degrees isotherm line at 850 millibars, the lower part of the atmosphere. Not much advancement by this time between this evening and tomorrow evening. Still some high pressure here in southeastern Canada, keeping us a little bit on the cool side over the next few days, but we're watching as this push of warmer air heads north and east. And now let's jump ahead another 24 hours to Wednesday evening. Well, by Wednesday evening, that 50-degree isotherm line has made an advancement to the north and east, especially west of the Appalachian Mountains. That typically happens where the warmer air has a better opportunity to rise over those mountainous areas than it does east of the Appalachians, at least at the onset. So this is Wednesday evening. Now the warm front right about at the Washington, D.C. metro region. Let's now jump ahead to Thursday evening. Well, by Thursday evening, that red line here all the way up to New York City region, looks like D.C. will easily get into the warm air by Thursday afternoon, temperatures jumping way up into the low 80s across D.C. by Thursday afternoon. It can be a shower or thunderstorm associated with this warm frontal passage Wednesday night or Thursday. Let's now jump ahead another 24 hours. Well, this is the Friday evening forecast map. By this time, the warm front all the way up into the southern part of New England. Friday looks like it'll be the first real warm day here in the Philly metro region. Temperatures way up in the 70s, perhaps even flirting with the 80-degree mark. That's assuming that this warm front does continue to move north and east. As it moves farther and farther to the north and east, it'll have a little bit more resistance in the upper part of the atmosphere. The toughest area to get the warm air in the I-95 corridor will be New York City, but even there, it looks like it's possible that by Saturday they'll get up into the 70s in the New York City region. So we'll follow this advancement of some very warm air throughout the next couple of days. It looks like reaching D.C. with the 80s by Thursday, perhaps flirting with the 80-degree mark in Philadelphia region on Friday, and then well up in the 70s is possible in the New York City metro region by Saturday. That's it for now. For the SIWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.